And it looks like we are live. So welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing something different. So I'm going to be programming in Go. So I say for the first time, that's not exactly true. I have used it a little bit in the past, but I never really got into it, like just for very small things. So I don't remember any of that. So it is basically the first time, but also not. Okay, a few things before we get started. I have disabled mid-roll ads, so now there will just be the pre-roll ads. But if I like go to the bathroom or whatever, then I'll probably run a 90-second ad, something like that. Because I don't think there's really a problem with that. But yeah, it won't just automatically start running an ad, because I do not really like that. Alright. Yeah, so let's get into Go. So I have, I wanted to find a different language, which I can use for any, like, web-based networking kind of things. So right now I'm gonna try and Go, because I've heard that it's quite simple, and good for that kind of stuff. But I also would like to try Rust. So the plan is, today I'm going to be just learning Go, like doing string operations, things like that, just learning the syntax. And then I'll implement one or two projects, which I have a couple in mind, in Go. And then I'll basically do the same thing with Rust, where I spend a bit of time to learn the syntax, and then write the exact same projects, but in Rust, and then kind of compare them directly, and see which one I pick. But yeah, so, yeah, so let's just get into it. So I will make a main.go file. And so what we have to do is first we have to say package main. Yeah, so that starts every source file. Main is a special name declaring an executable rather than a library. So that's how it knows it's not a library. We can import format, which is necessary for printing. And then we can declare a function. And then we can do format, let's see, how does it go? Format dot print line, hello world. And there we go. And there's no semicolon, so we don't need that. Yeah, so let me just run it. So you can run it or you can build it. So I will run it. Main.go, and there we go. And I put the new line. That is not necessary. So yeah, we can run it, and there we go. Or we can actually build it. Like that, I think. And then we have an executable. It's an Elf file. Yeah, statically linked. Alright, and then we can run main. And there we go, we have that. So it does have a garbage collector, as far as I know. So there's no like memory management, anything like that. Which is nice for like most of the languages that have those, that I've used at least, are interpreted languages, but this you can actually compile it, so I do quite like that. Yeah, alright, so this declares variables. Once we declared, alright, so, and you add the type afterward. So, do we have string? Alright, we'll declare an int. Okay, or, okay, so shorthand, that. Okay, and then we can print it out. So just like this, it looks like, and then that just appends it. So if I print out y, then, okay. Let me see if that works. Or actually, go run main.go. And, okay, so that does work. And do I declare it's an int like that? Unexpected int. Okay, so how do you add types to it when it is, when it's declared like this? Alright, let me try. Alright, well, I think they'll explain it down here. So, alright, learn types. String, alright, so this, like, I want to explicitly say the type. Okay, 2post64, just put an I at the end of it, like that. Okay, so that does that. That's how you say with the, oh, well, no. Like, when you use the shorthand syntax, what do you have to do? I don't think that works. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so that doesn't, I don't think it matters that much. Alright, so this is, oh, okay, so that's like 128-bit. Alright, well, let's try, alright, let's try, let's make a string. Let's see if I can type, hello world. There we go, and then let's add this here. Can we do this? Just like that, and print out this string. And then y is not declared, so we're going to get rid of that. And hello world, okay. Yeah, don't need the new line at the end. So that, yeah, because we're printing the line. Okay. Cool stuff, cool stuff. So, make, okay. So you can do some cool stuff with that. Okay. Yeah, let me try to make like a for loop or something. I'm just gonna use C and then see what happens. I is less than, let's see, we start out length, something like that. Yeah, let me try that, and then just print it out that many times. Does that work? Okay, unexpected I. Oh yeah, because that's not how you declare I, so let's, do something like that. Okay. So, let's see, is there for loops here? I just want to look at for loop. So here's switch statements. It does have switch statements that I'm assuming, yeah, it works with a string. Oh, you can actually switch on the types. Okay, that's nice. Nice. All right, here's infinite loop. That's it. All right, here we go. So there's no bracket. I can do something like that. Okay, and then everything else I think should work. String out length undefined. Okay, let's see. Let me try, count. I just want to try to figure things out on my own. Okay, how about, length of string, something like that. Or it might be a method, let's see. Dot, like that. Just, alright, okay, so that doesn't work. So let me just look up, go how to get length of string, and see if I can figure it out. So, string data type. Okay, so it's just len. Like that. Okay, and there we go. Alright, perfect. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's 14, so I can actually just print out I instead of printing a string. And then, okay. 0, 1, alright, okay. 14, okay. Oh yeah, because there's no new line character, so it's not gonna be 14. Okay, yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. So we can get the length of the string, and then we can just index it like this, I assume. Ooh. Okay. So I suppose that is not how you index it. Alright, let me just do, go index string. It's probably just explaining here, but I'd rather just look it up. Yeah, strings dot index, okay. Okay. We just call, hang on. String like that. Something like that. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So you have, is there a better way to do that? Or is that it? Where's one? Alright, so you have, okay, you can call strings.index. Alright, so that looks like that's the way to do it. Index, and then, yeah, string and I. That doesn't work. Oh, do we need to import strings, actually? Strings. Okay, let's run that, and strings.index. Oh, it's capital I. And now, can I use variable I? Ooh, okay, so that's actually, okay, so that's getting the index. Alright, yeah, I want to, alright, so the way that I did it before did actually work. If I do this, call I, no, that's not what I did. It was a string, just like that. So, string is important, not used, so we can get rid of that. Okay, so that is how you do that. Alright, so I guess that is the way to do it. Let me see, like, I want to make sure it's the right way, you know, quote unquote right way. Let's see. Okay, or you can, oh, if you use the print at, but just using print line. Alright, yeah, so I guess this is how you would do it, like that. Okay, so let me just do character equals equals sir I, and then print out the character and see what that does. Okay, so that does the same thing. And then what if then it's just the ASCII value of it? Yes, okay. Okay. Alright, so now, let me try to do FizzBuzz. Yeah, just a couple different things to kind of learn. So let's do FizzBuzz. So let me just func FizzBuzz, and this will take, alright, so how do you actually define function parameters? Let's see, I think it was up here. Okay. Yeah, so just the name and then the type. So this will just be X, actually I. it'll be x, and then int is what it is. So for let's see, I is 0, while I is less than x, I plus plus, and then then so I will just print format dot print line. I think it's line like that. Test, and then we can see if I call this FizzBuzz 10. Then okay, so that's working. So now we need to check what it is. So okay, so I can just do if I mod 3 equals 0. And actually I think if statements don't have those. Alright, if I mod 3 equals 0, then print line is, and actually I don't want to use print line, but I will change it later. Else if I mod 5 equals 0, then do this thing but for buzz, and then else print the I. Okay, and that'll almost work. Okay, yeah, so 0 actually. We need to start at 1. Okay, run that, and there we go. So 1, 2, 3 is phase. All right. So, so yeah, what we need to do is, if you just do print, then I think it won't print a new line, right? Yes. Okay. So we can do that. Something like that, and then instead of doing else if, we'll do if. Like that, and then okay. And so here we can do if equals 0, and I'm on 3 equal 0, and actually it's not equals is what I want to do. Not equal, then I will do this. Get rid of this extra one, and let's see. Okay. Yeah, okay. So I need to yeah, that doesn't work actually. Because I need to print a new line on here if that is a thing. So do this, and then else just print a line. I think I can do it empty like that. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to make none of these print line actually, and then just print the line at the end of the iteration. So something like that, and there we go. That should work now. Okay, 1, 2, yeah, 4, 5, and then if I go up to that, then we should get FizzBuzz. All right, perfect, and we can do 100, and it should all be right. Yeah, all right. So, I need to do equal. And then we can run that, and there we go. That looks good to me. So, FizzBuzz. All right, and let's see. We have some other projects here. So, let's look at numbers. Generate pi Fibonacci sequence. So, we can do that. Fib. So, this will take, let's see. How does it want us to generate it? All right, to the nth number. Okay, so we'll take a number, an integer, and then if we do this, not int I is 0, I is less than int x, I plus plus, and then we need to generate the Fibonacci number. So I forget how to do that exactly. Well, I know how to do it. Let's see, we can do it recursively. Let me do that. Fib rect. And then basically we can do if x equals 0, actually if x is less than 2, then we can return x. Or actually we'll print x. Print x like that. Otherwise, we basically do this, and then I think we do a little something like that. X minus 1 plus x minus 2, and actually I'm going to change this, something like that. There we go. I don't know what is typically used in Go, what format. Alright, and then actually I have to call this. So I will call build rect like that, and I'll change this to 10. And okay, so that doesn't work. Oh yeah, so we need to actually return the value. So let me just return that. And then, so we'll return here as well. Okay, no value. So, oh, print line is not defined because that is not what I want to do. There we go. So, too many return values. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so why is it too many return values? See, if I do something like that. Alright. And value uses value. So how do you return? Let's see. Alright, well, no quotes around it. And I don't know if that's optional or how it works exactly. Have int want none. So, oh, you have to put what it returns, actually, I think, it looks like. So, is that what you do? Let's see. Okay, 55. So, let me look at the fib sequence, because I don't remember exactly how to do it. I'm kind of just making it up. So let's see. Yeah, I just want to, here's actually a list. I want to see the 10th one. 55. Okay, so alright, so that is actually good. So now we just need to print it on each iteration, but if you do 30, then alright, so that looks like it's working. So yeah, we just want to print it. So I think I can just do this like that. This might not work actually, but we will see. Yeah, okay. His second infinite loop. That is what I thought. Yeah. So this. Ooh, it still does. So. Or maybe it just prints a lot of times, actually. So, yeah. That's what it does, because it runs through that quite a few times, calling it this many times. Alright, that is actually... is that what it is? Let's see. We're gonna make this like 2. Okay. Yeah. So, I wanna... I forget how you... What's the way to actually print it? Each iteration like that. Yeah, so that's not, actually, hang on. Let me get rid of this and just call it instead. Like that, and yeah, so it's not right. Yeah, I forget. Let's see. Let me look at an implementation of it. Let's see, does this have one? Implementation. Let's see. So nth Fibonacci number. Yeah. This. Ooh, okay. So yeah, here is alright. So that is iterative. Is there like a recursive approach? Okay. Less than or equal to 1. That is essentially the same thing that I'm doing. Let me see, I lost it now. And then now there's a pop-up. Okay. Yeah. So this is, yeah, that's the same. That is just to the nth number. So how do you do it? Yeah, like this. So, let's look at C. Okay. That is dynamic programming. All right, I want to print it on each iteration. So, let me see, recursive. Then I'll do iterative. Yeah. Well, obviously I could just do a for loop there, but that's not exactly ideal. Okay. Yeah, like I can do like this. Then 10, for example. And then call it on I. Then, oh, yeah, I need to get rid of that, actually. Then it, no, oh yeah, I need to print it as well. There we go. Then it will print it out properly, but this isn't, it's not great. Yeah, 100 is actually a lot. Yeah, you see how slow it becomes. Alright, well, let me do iterative approach, and then I will come back to that. Let's see, fib iter. Yeah, so it is the same thing, but it's not going to return anything, so we don't need to declare that. So, let's see, how do you do this again? So I think we need 3 numbers, so we need current, which equals 0. Let's see, I don't remember. And then next is that, and then I think we need an index, or yeah, so index, which can, yeah, start at 0. And then for, let's see, while index is less than int, or less than x rather, I think we don't need these. Is that the right syntax for a while loop? Let me see. While, that we don't have, ooh, is there no while loops? While loop, here we go. Let me see. Yeah, because it doesn't light up. Okay, so you have to use the for loop like a while loop. Okay. For. So I'll just define index in here then. Let's see, I equals 0. Yeah, and I need this. There we go. I plus plus. Okay, so we can do that, and then let's see, how do we set this? Let me look. So it's like this. Result. So we do need a result as well. Let's see, and one of them next has to start at 1, I suppose. So result equals previous. Let's see, previous. Oh, so we don't have current. Rather than current, it can be called previous. Equals previous. Let's see, previous plus next, and then previous equals next, then next equals result. And I guess that is it. So let me see. Can I just print a line? Print result on each iteration like that. And I need to actually call it. So let me just do. I don't have to print it actually. So I'll just call it fib iter with 10. Get rid of that. And okay, that looks almost good. So it needs to. This is supposed to be, yeah, it's not quite right. It needs to start lower. Because we're supposed to have 0. Let's see. 0, let's see. Is there a list of the, yeah, 1, 1. Alright, so I guess, well, 0 if is that. So we need another 1. So, is it because of this? Nope. So that is why that needs to be 1, actually. Yeah. So do we actually have to print the result at the start? Yeah, not quite. Because we need another 1 in there. So actually, if we start the result at 1, I don't need these semicolons actually. So I can get rid of that, like that. There we go. Unexpected semicolon. Yep. Because this needs to be 1. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That is more like what I wanted. And then I can do 30. Call that. And perfect. Okay. So, yeah, now we have both of those. Let's see. Is there another one that we can do? This one, pretty easy. Calculate the cost of that. Let's actually try to get input. So, is there, like, argc. Let me see. Go argv. Let's see. What is the syntax for that? Goes equivalent of argv. So import os. Alright, well let's see. Is that how you have to do it? Import os. Let's see, we can add that up here. And then yeah. So we'll see once this loads how to do that. Taking a while. Okay, let's see. So yeah. os.arg. Alright, so let me try that. Let me just print line os.capital A args, and we will print. Alright, so that should be just the. Okay. So let me actually build main.go and then execute it like that, and there we go, we get main. So yeah, if we get one, yeah, so that I think that will print every argument that we provide to it. So if I run it, then there's no arguments. We do that, and we do that, and then ABC, there we go. Yeah, alright, that is cool. Cool games. And there's none if we do that. So, okay. So we can build it, run it, and we get all the arguments. So that's pretty cool. So we can get the arguments. And then, yeah. So let me do, let's see. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how to pronounce your name, but you just followed this minute. Thank you, I appreciate that. Zab, I'll call you Zab. Yes, I apologize. But yes, thank you. Okay, so, let's print, enter the width. Yeah, so I'm doing this one. Just this. So it's just multiplication really, but that way I can test the command line arguments, and also maybe like scanf. Let me see, scanf. Go scanf, something like that. To get input here rather than arguments. But I'll do it this way first because I can't do that. Enter the width, and maybe I don't want to print line. And then, oh yeah, so this is actually using scanf, so I don't want to do that. So yeah, so let me do if os dot, let's see, is this a thing? I forgot I put this name. You forgot your own name? Okay, os dot argc. So is that a valid thing? Is less than 2, or actually, so we need 4, I think. Then let's see. How do we print an error? So I'll open that. Go print error. Let's see. Error equals errors.new an error. So, treat it as a string. Okay. Error handle. Let's see. Maybe there's something in here about error. Okay. Ex-Yugoslavian band name. Are you from Yugoslavia? Okay. Errors. Okay. So learn error handle. Alright. If error. Okay, so yeah, errors are like values. I think I knew about that. Errors are values. But I want to know basically printing an error. So I guess you just print an error like that. So I can do that. Let's see. Actually, I think we have to raise an error. Let's see. I saw something about that. Let's see. Like error.create or whatever. Errors.new. Yeah. Error equals. Let's see. Errors.new. And then, yeah, so we just give it text. So, why you speak like you on speed or something? Well, I just drank some caffeine, so I guess that's probably why. Yeah. Sorry about that. I will try to slow down a little. Okay. Errors.new. Yeah, so basically, usage is... Let's see, can we do this? args1. And then, I don't know if this will work. And then, space and width. No, I don't have a problem with it, just funny. Okay. I don't usually talk like that. Sometimes though. Width, height, and, what is what it is. So, yeah. We'll do that, and then just print the error. So, if I run this now, Undefined. Alright, so RC is not a thing. So how do we... Can I just do the length of arg? Arg. With length of that. Does that work for arrays? Undefined error. So do we need to actually import error? It probably says up here. Hmm. Let me see. Wow, okay, that happened. So error. Ooh, I need to actually do that. There we go. Okay, undefined errors. So, where was that at? Yeah, errors package to create new errors. Okay, so let me put errors. I'm assuming it's a standard library package, like that. Too many arguments. Okay, yeah. So that won't work. Basically, I can just do usage. Let's see, usage error, and then we'll put all the arguments in here. So we can do error, and then let's see. So we want to actually put args 0, which is the file name. Then we also want to put width, height, and price. Okay, and let me try that now. Undefined args. os.args. Okay, so usage error, and there's an extra space, it looks like, as well as here. So yeah, there we go. Usage error, and it looks kind of weird like that, but if I build it and then run it, usage error, or maybe just like prevent usage. And I really don't need to use an error for this, I suppose, but whatever. Yeah. So now we can get that, and then if we pass in the alright, wait. So then yeah, we can just do let's see, price of tile, and it will take width, which is an int, height, which is an int as well, and then the price, which is a float. Maybe the width and height could be in a float as well, but then we'll just return that. Pretty simple, and we'll see how floats multiplied by integers work. So yeah, we can just call print line price of tile. Okay, and we'll pass in args 1. Well, I guess we could pass it as an array, and then we won't have to do it each individually, but it's fine. Args 3. Okay, so let's try that, and then whoops, I need to go run like that. Okay, so well, not enough arguments. Oh, that is supposed to be, there we go. Okay, so yeah, I need to, can I just do, let's see, like that, ASCII2 will that work? If it doesn't work, then I'll look it up. And let's see. Maybe I could import it as a package. It might not be, but okay. Yes, that is not found. So let's look that up. Yeah, basically just go. Let's see. Stir to Alright, strcon. Alright, so we need to import that. Then we call strcon.atoy. It needs to be a capital, so let me actually just query replace here. Basically, just replace atoy with strcon.atoy, like that, and then nope, yes and yes. There we go, perfect. Okay, and I think that'll work. And then undefined float. Ooh, yeah, so this needs to be a float. I forgot about that. Multiple value. Alright, so ASCII to float is not defined. Let's see, string to float. Float is actually not defined, so what are floats? Ooh, we need to do float 32. We can do that. Float 32. And then, yeah, okay, so you can't do int times float 32. So what is, if I have to cast it, is that a thing? Let's see, float 32. So yeah, that doesn't look like it's gonna do anything. Whoops. Float 32, there we go. Unexpected. Alright, yeah, so, so let's see, convert string to float type, and then I will also look at cast. Cast, basically, is what I want to do. So is there a cast? No, that's not what I wanted, not the movie. So cast to int. I'll just put that, and it should come up. I should get what I'm saying. Okay, so it's like a function, okay. So, like that. Yep. Like that. Okay. And then, okay, so, and we need to actually define the return value, so it is a float 32. Alright, so, let's see, is this right here is what I want. So, to convert, parse float, okay. Bit size, okay. Okay. Just float. Alright, so yeah, we'll just do 32 then. So let's do dot parse. Is that, yeah, parse float. And then 32. Okay. Alright, and then multiple value. Yeah, so I don't know what that is. Let's look that up. In single value content. Ooh, okay, because it actually returns a value. So when we do just index it, yeah, because it returns the error value. I forgot. We might actually, yeah, maybe I'll just do, yeah, I will just do basically width equals, let's see, circom.toy os.args 1. And then I think we can do something like error. And then we just check error. If error does not equal nil, then yeah, we'll just do that and let's print out the error. Yeah. There we go. Okay, and then I think we'll need to check it. Maybe I'll do W error. And then, yeah, I'll do height, and then hair equals circom.apply os.args 2. Okay, and don't need a semicolon. And then, yeah, we will check this at the end actually. And then we can do price pair is circom.parse float os.args 32. Alright, and then we can do if we can check them all at the same time. Nil, or I think that's how you do or does not equal nil, or pair does not equal nil. Then we will just print line. Yeah, maybe that's not the best, but that's fine. Yeah, instead of checking them all individually, and then here we can just pass the name. So width, height, and price. So I think, let's see, expected new line. In argument list. Okay. So that is 60. Right here. Oh yeah, I need. There we go. Can I use that? Price. Alright, so I think I can do float 32 like that. And then, okay, so next outer range. So don't we check this here? Okay, yeah, so there we go. And then we can make this any price. So we could do it's 5 by 5. And the price is 5.0. There we go. 5 times 5. Alright, perfect. So that is what I wanted. And if we do like 5.5 here, then Alright, it actually breaks stuff. So, yeah, I think that is what we are printing out. So, that is good, probably. And then, yeah, these are just nil. So, yeah, that's why you should probably handle each one individually, but maybe I could make like a handle error, and then it just takes an error. So is an error just called, what is it called? What is the type? Just an error like that? And then, whoops, we can just do if error does not equal nil, then we'll print the error. Line error. There we go. And then we can just call handle error on where, don't need that, and on all of these. And there we go. And then it should print it out. Okay, perfect. And then it doesn't print the nil. It should end though. So how do you actually make it exit? Just like that. Yeah. Alright, exit is undefined. So actually it might be os.exit. Like that. Okay, perfect. So that actually does work. So I'll add that up here. And then, alright, so 5.5, 1, and 2.0. Then we get invalid syntax. If I do that, perfect. Alright, so that looks like it works. So that is cool stuff. So now, let's see, what is another one? Actually, let me look at the scanf now. So for my .scanf, so yeah, that looks like, yeah, so it looks like it'll work the same as C scanf. It might actually be, no, probably, maybe not. Okay. So the name, yeah, so I could do that. Where instead of doing this, we just make, yeah, let me just get rid of these entirely, and then we can call width is an 8, and then height is an 8, and then price is a float 32, and then we can call format.scanf, and yeah, so I will put that, let's see, height, and then price is a float, so I can do that. Oops. And then, yeah, there's still, I probably don't need to do that. I can get rid of string convert, up here. There we go. And then also, don't need that anymore. Then if I run that, then don't need that. Errors is also not used. And OS might not be either. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so I don't actually, okay, so it didn't actually, this needs to be a pointer. Yes, we need to reference it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3.0, and okay. Yeah, so if I do, whoops, 5, 5, 5. Alright, so let's see. I don't think you can put it there. So let me do print line, enter the width. Actually, I want to just print, so there is no line there. Height and price. Okay, and that should work. Enter the width, 5, enter the height, 10, 2.0. There we go. Alright. That is looking good to me. So yeah, now scanf, done that. So let's see what else we can do. Okay. See any one that looks interesting. Let's see, algorithms. Let's see. Let's look at text. We did FizzBuzz. A reverse a string. Let me try to do that actually. That could be cool. There's probably a built-in function for that, but I would like to implement it myself regardless. So let's do okay, reverse string. And we will take a string, which is a string. And then we'll call this reverse any print line, and we will print reverse string text. There we go, and this needs to actually return a string. Okay, so let's do for I 0, and then I is less than len of stir, plus plus. And actually, let's make a new one, which is result. There result string, something like that. And then we'll just set result I equals so perhaps actually that won't work. Let me do let's see, result index equals 0. And then we can do result index equals stir I, and we'll actually start this, have this start at length of string, and then while it is greater than 0, we'll do that, and then we will return result, and we'll see what errors we get. Cannot assign. Okay. So, let's see, do we actually have to do string.index, strings.index, I think, and we can import strings up here, and then index result and result index index equals that. Okay, let's look at just go index string. But I want to actually modify the value. So that is okay. Okay, I want to change the value. So string.index, that is what I was using. Okay. So yes, that gets the index actually. So that's not what I want. Let me just do go change value at index is what I would like to do. So okay. So what is a rune? I think there was something about this. Rune type, an alias for int32. Okay. So that is like a character, I think. Yeah. So it's like a Unicode character. Okay. So you can use rune. That way it'll work on Unicode as well. Okay. So, okay. I don't quite understand the syntax. Let me read through this, because there was something similar to that here. So, array initialize. All right, so that is initializing an array. All right, let me see. Is there another one here? So, plus that, plus that. Okay. Uh-huh. Let's see, can we just do result plus equal string I? Something like that. Let's see. Strings are important, not used. Declared and not used. Alright, let me get rid of that and get rid of that. Okay. Index out of range. Length. Alright, so let's do -1. Okay. Puka underscore followed. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how to pronounce the characters in your name. Okay. Next out of range. So with length 4. So why does it not Okay, so index out of range 4. So I'm assuming, yeah, go 56. That's right here. So it doesn't like that. What if we start at 0? Let's see. Stir, length of stir, like that. There we go. Okay, then we get the same string. So we just need to reverse that, but then it doesn't work. So, how'd you like Go so far? It's pretty cool. I haven't used it too much, just a couple of things, but yeah, I mean it's not too complicated. Well, it's not really complicated. Yeah, it's not too bad. I like it so far. Um, yeah, I'm gonna after I do a couple of these, I'm gonna get into like sockets and stuff, and I have heard some good things about that. That's quite simple to get started. So yeah, and that does interest me a bit. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't work. So let's do string, and then we'll do I is equals 1. Let's see. I do like that. Okay, that still doesn't work. Let's do I equals 3. Is the main selling point of Go like this? Yeah. Index out of range 4 with length 4. So why? Actually, that is the issue. Yeah, I need to. Man, I am stupid. Okay. There we go. Now that works, and this needs to be I. Yeah, I forgot to change it to minus. Alright, so it still doesn't quite work, but if I do that. Okay. That's almost right. So I can't do -1. Or do I need to do that? There we go. Okay, so that looks like it reversed it. So let's call it hello world. Like that. Okay. Yeah, so that looks like it works. So we do have reversing. I'm gonna see if there is something in the standard library. I'm assuming there is. Reverse string. Like that is a lot of standard libraries have string.reverse or whatever. So that is a function. So maybe there is not one. Let's see. So this reversed it. Yeah. Reverse a string. Okay, so I guess there is not one. Alright, yeah, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, so I guess not. I mean, it's not very hard to reverse one. Yeah. Alright, so let's see something else. I'll do one other one, and then I'm gonna look at the sockets networking. Yeah. So, yeah, that one's pretty easy. Actually, I do want to try that. So let me do if reverse string. I think the Go way is to use a range, but yeah, I don't think that is in the standard. So let me look at a range. Go ranges. So how does that work? Oh, okay. Range iterates over that. Okay, I didn't actually know that. So, yeah. So can I do? It's just like this. Range of. Yeah, let's start. Okay. Right, let me go to that. So 4 equals range of stir. Let me see that. We got this. Okay. Unexpected that. Alright, oh, okay. I know. Alright, maybe there is something in here about ranges. Range. Okay. Range to iterate over an array, a slice, a string, stir I. There's, oh yeah, stir I. Yeah, because I changed it to K. Yeah, but it's still, if I do that, it still doesn't, it doesn't, I'm expecting that. So, like, it wants, like that. Yeah. Okay, well, let me look in here. So, key value. So, let me look at a string. They have one over a string. So that is an array of strings. Range map. Let me change back to I though, because I like I. And then I need to do that. Let me look at range over string. Range over string. That is what you can do that if you want to ignore. Actually, does this need to be like that? Okay, so that is the position and that is the character. So this could be just like if I did that character and change this to character, and then that can just be none. Okay, first value is the index and the second value. So you're trying to access stir A. Okay. Yeah, but the error is unexpected that. Like it expected an expression, right? Like that. Can I do like this then? Or do I actually have to make this a string? Something like that. Okay. Make this I. Okay. Yeah, position and character. That converts it to slice of runes. Okay. Alright, if I get rid of this and I just print line character, then yeah, it still doesn't work. So I don't know why. Can you let me pause that? It doesn't, it does not look wrong to me. Yeah, I don't know why. Does that? So 64, wait. Oh, is this actually the issue that I'm not, ooh, man, I am stupid. Okay. Yeah, I need to get rid of that. Okay, I declared and not used. Yeah, so I can make it that. Okay, I didn't realize the error. I should have looked at the line number. Okay. And yeah, this can be string of rune, right? Yeah, still not what I want, but okay. Let's make this I and then ignore that. And then we'll do result. Let's equals string I. Yeah, and this needs to be string and health. Okay. Yeah, this actually needs to be range of stir, and it move. Okay, so I need to do it the other way. So how do you like prepend to a string? Let's see, go prepend to string. Actually, I think I can do let's see. If I do result equals stir I plus result like that. And does that work? Oh yeah, this needs to be like that. There we go. Okay, so that looks good. Now I suppose it is more idiomatic. Yeah. Okay, yeah, now I wanted to do if, and let's do stir equals test. Test equals stir. I want to see, is that how you compare strings? Is that how you compare them? Let's try that. Print line. Yes. And there we go. So undefined test. This needs to be stir like that. Okay. So, yeah, because that is not. So then I put race car. Then, yes. Alright, so that is how strings are compared. So that is cool. I like that. So, yeah, that basically is the whole check if palindrome thing. Oh, I'm missing a string. Is there any other? Yeah, maybe I'll look at sockets now. So, yeah, just go web server example. Yeah, get rid of some of this stuff. And now, all right, can close some of these things. Let's see. Okay, so format and OS, do I have those? Okay. So that data structures. I just want to, let me see. Let's see. So net/http. So is that the way to do it? Standard way. Okay. I probably should move to a different file, but I'm not going to. So, hello. Okay. Headers. So, okay. So, okay. Let me just copy this exactly, and then I will mess around with it. See how it all works. Alright, so this is a response writer type. And then the request is the HTTP dot request. F. Hello. Hello. There we go. Perfect. And then headers. So it's the same thing. Response writer. Seems to be writer, right? Request p dot request. Then for name, headers, range of headers. No, that's not right. Range of rec dot header. Okay. And then this one, range headers. W E/N. Okay, name and age. And then don't need that. And then just the main one. Alright, so that is pretty simple. Okay. We got handle func. So hello, alright. And then headers. Alright. So that is pretty simple. That's all you have to do. Okay. And you can just pass function. Gotta go catch some sleep. Take care. Alright, have a good one. Thank you for watching. Okay, and then we have to listen. So that is pretty cool. Listen and serve 8090. So you can just pass functions as arguments. So let's run that. Okay, and then go to localhost 8090 host 8090/hello, and let's see. So that doesn't work. So okay, so it did fail. Okay, so yeah, I was just trying to run, so it wasn't actually listening. That. So that is 67. I see. 68. Like that. There we go. So is it now? Suppose it is. Yeah, so hello, and then headers, and it returns that. Okay, let's not DDoS me. Okay, yeah. So that is cool. Whoops, just knocked my desk. So, yeah, I think I see how this is working. So, that's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, so if I actually just do, if I take, let's do, instead of this, let's do the FizzBuzz of 10. Can I do that? Yeah. Let's then reload it. No value. Oh yeah, so FizzBuzz doesn't actually return value. So let's do a different function. Reverse string. Race car. And I guess that's not going to be super interesting because it's the same thing, but so if I do that and go to hello, race car. Okay, yeah, so we can make this whatever, and it will reverse. Yeah, I don't think it's not gonna, yeah, I need to reload it explicitly. Yeah, alright, so that's pretty cool. So, let me look. Yeah, compared to like C sockets, that's pretty simple. And there is something in here like socket or networking. Is there any cool ones? Let's see, bandwidth monitor, port scanner. Maybe it's like web. There was something like that. Web, page scraper. Okay. Something that I've been wanting to do is actually make a Twitch bot. And I'm thinking I'm gonna make it in Go. So that's really the plan. Yeah. So I'm not gonna start on that now though. So let's see. Let's just make like, let's see. How do we render HTML? Render HTML. Let's see. Does this have that? HTML. Okay. Let's see. HTML. Simple web server. Let me actually change that to a better number. And then I have to change it here as well. And then if I reload it, and there we go. Perfect. Yeah. So so let's see. What is the log for? Okay. Alright, I will include that. And then when we call this, we call log.table. Okay. So what does this do when we call this one? And then, okay, what is this? Hello. Okay, so I guess that gets the string by URL .path. I'm just curious to know what that is exactly. All right, HTML. I need to include that. Okay. R is not defined, so R is actually the request. So I need to do rec. Yeah. So if I do that, hello/hello. All right. So that is what that is actually. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. Mutex. Highlight the service that aren't guarded. So where? I just want to see counter. Service data files. Yeah, that's what I want. So let me make a. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Let's see, index.html. Then I'll open that up, and let's see. Do you have to include that? I don't know if you still need the .type.html. You already need it. And then we'll make a, let's see, head, right? Head. And then title is website. Let's see, and then body like that, and I will just put a header tag in here, and I'll call it hello. There we go, and let's try to render that. So, serve file. Okay. So here, request, and then whoops. Okay, then request dot URL dot path 1. Okay, so let me do that. Expected that. Do I not need that one? Okay, can I use that? This needs to be serve file, not FNF. Serve file. And now, HTML is imported but not used, and serve file is not, because it's HTTP, not HTML. Okay. And now, if I go here, it won't work. Yeah, actually, this needs to do that. Hello, perfect. Yeah, so then we can change this up. The title is website. Yeah, so this is let's see, what's a funny title? Funny title. There we go. Hello, welcome to my house. My house is a website hosted on the web. Okay, let's see. Then if I reload it, then it just works because we saved the file. So yes, yes indeed, that is cool stuff. Yeah, so it's not too difficult to serve files actually. And I could add more if I wanted to. So how could we update? Yeah, if I wanted to update something like display a counter here or whatever, how would that work? Okay. Okay. Thought about security. It's HTTPS. Alright, listen and serve TLS. Let's see. TLS. Reload it all. Not enough arguments because server.key. Ooh, okay, so it takes more stuff. I don't know if I need to make these files. Yep, there we go. No such file. Yeah, so generating keys. Yeah, I don't really want to do that, so I'll just go back to this because I don't really care about securing it right now. And that's what I assume that would be. So, but I want to try it regardless. All right. So, yeah. I suppose we could use JavaScript. I don't really want to use JavaScript though. Yeah. If we made a script, I don't remember how you're supposed to do that. So does it go in the head? See, I don't. How do you use JavaScript? So let's do something like alert, hello. Then if I go back in here and we get alert, okay. So JavaScript fetch. So I want to fetch from let's see, from slash headers. Sure. No, I'll change it to slash API. And then, let's see, so I just want to print. Yeah, so instead of doing all the headers like this, we'll print, let's see, print, this is an API. There we go. Reload it and make sure it all works. Okay, and then let's look at fetch. Yeah, I don't remember how to JavaScript. Hello. Okay, fetch this. So let me just, can I fetch a local one? So just like slash API like that. Um, okay. Response equals await fetch. That needs to be const. Fetch. So this needs to be a function. Let's see. Const text equals await response dot JSON. Then console. Let me just alert. Alright, what will that do? Alright, let me console.log in. Console.log. And then I will look into here. And let's see what's up. Wait, it's only validating. Alright, so we do need, it does need to be in a function. Yes, I forgot about that. Let's see, async function text. So grab all this stuff. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's all messed up. All the formatting. Okay, let's do that, and then that, and I think we need to call this still, right? Like that, perhaps. Okay. Yeah, so it's not JSON. So can we just do response.text or something like that? Or this is an API. Oh, yeah, and we'll alert that. Alert text. It's basically me learning JavaScript also. Yeah, this is an API. Okay, so that is cool. And then we can change it. Change it to basically be. Yeah, hang on. There was. Can you make global variables? So something like I, right? Basically, count equals 0, and then in here, we can also do count, and then also do count plus plus. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't like that. And you can just put it in here because then it's local, right? Is there a way to declare it global? Perhaps. Yeah, global. Go global variables. Let's see. So, how to access global variables? All right, well, can I, let's see, can I take an argument in here, down here, count. Define count in here. Yeah, and just, let's see, so what does that say now? Name, oh yeah, count. There we go. Run that. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Have int, want that. Okay, so that doesn't work. What if I need to actually pass it into the right one? Yeah. So what if I do yeah. That doesn't work. Okay. Let's see. This is Yeah, this is not Go. I don't know why I clicked on it. So, okay. API. So let me get rid of that. I don't want to just define it there. I could that at the end of statement. Oh, right here. Have in, not that. Okay. How do I pass a variable here? How do I do that? Let's see. OHTTP hello phone variables. Yeah. Yes, pass arguments to handler. Users. Oops. That's not what I wanted. Okay. So show handler. No fun. Users dot add handler. Okay, so that is like okay, that's attaching it to the struct. Creating a wrapper function. Okay, I see. Yeah, I could do that. Count in. Then something like that. Response writer request. Then API WRDB. Which I don't want to count here. See response writer. And see. Yeah, so I guess I wanted to do that. And then I dereference this and pass it like that. Alright, so that doesn't work. Because this needs to be, there we go. 0, 1, 2. Alright, perfect. So that is what I wanted. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Let's do count. S equals 69. Let's try that out. 0, 69, 138, and yeah. 690. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so that is cool stuff. Yeah, this is pretty good so far. Let me just look quickly. Let's see. Go Twitch bot. Yeah, I want to see that because that is something that I would like to do over the coming weeks. Important notes. Before I get into that, I am going to take a quick break. Yeah, so I will do a quick break. Probably for about 3 minutes. Yes. So I think I'm gonna run, like, just why not? Just a 60-second ad while I go. Yeah. So I will be back. Okay, I am back. With time to spare. So, yes. Alright, yeah. So about that, the ad, if people don't want that, me to run an ad, then that's fine. I don't have to do it anymore. Just, let me know. Yeah, I just figured it's probably fine. But yeah, so let's see this. So this is, alright, that is getting this. So let me look at this. So this is like the template, I assume. So, very bad. Let's see. Name is that, okay. And that's all. Okay. Let's look at what this has to say. Okay. Step 0, package TwitchBot. Let's look at what we are working with. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to work on this today, but I would like to read about it. So this just defines a basic thing. So server, that is just a structure. Whoops. Okay. Okay, let's look at part 2. Alright, connect, disconnect, handle chat. Okay. Connect. Connected. Okay. Disconnect. Handle chat. So, alright, so a lot of stuff in there. Let's see. Alright, regular expressions. First match group is the user's name, and second match group is the content of the user's message. Alright. For parsing the commands. Alright, so this is commands. Alright. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I think I see how this works. Yeah, that could be cool. That is something that I like to do. And then, once I write it in Go, and get it, like, to where I'm happy with it, then I'll try to write basically the same thing, but in Rust. I don't know if I'll use this one or if I'll start, like, more from scratch, because then it'd be a bit of a more fair comparison. But yeah, then I can kind of compare Rust and Go. Yeah, so I won't worry about that too much anymore right now. Let's see. So, company, yeah. So that is actually classes, networking. Web. Where did web? Here's web. Which allows you to draw pictures. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of like JavaScript stuff. Yeah. So I kind of did all the stuff that I want to do. So I'm just gonna think for a bit if there is another thing that I could try to implement. Actually, I kind of wanted to look at structs. Yeah, let me get rid of some of this stuff. And like sort of how those work in Go. So I'm just gonna, let's see, struct. Okay, so yeah, just a struct with 2 fields. Struct, okay, type stop struct x, y, and need a colon there. And then I can define one, I assume, stuff equals, let's see, yeah, so thing equals stuff, and then the values 3 and 4, and then thing line, you can do thing.string, yeah, and then run that, and it doesn't work. Okay, type stuff has no field. Log is imported but not used, so I can get rid of log. What is this? Okay. Actually, I might still need that. Okay. Thing.string undefined. So is that not right? Oh, okay. Ooh, okay, I see. I see. So they made a function here. I just completely skipped over that. Oh yeah, func, p pair. P, let's see. So it's stuff. String. Alright, so that is how you attach it. And returns a string. So return, and I thought, f, percent v, p.x, and p.y. So let me change it to s. SSS. Okay. And then do that. And it works. Okay. And we can change this to 69 and 420. And it still works. Alright, so that is cool. Yeah, so that is how you like attach them to the structs. And I think it is like you're supposed to use capital letters at the beginning of methods, right? That is what they are essentially. Yeah. Struct literal. Alright, and then I think we can make a function, which uses the struct, but isn't necessarily attached to it. So if we make a function, and it is just do thing, and we want to take a pointer to stuff. And then let me just return, basically s. Can you just do dot? Is that how it works? So let me just do this. Let's see, do thing on thing. Okay. No value used as value, and this needs to actually return in. Okay, and this needs to be a pointer. We do something like that. Okay, and then we get that plus x dot y. Let's do that instead. There we go. All right, yeah. So that is how it works, and you can just use dot to on pointers, I suppose, unlike in C, of course. Yes. Okay. That makes sense to me. All right. I kind of want to build an interpreter or like a compiler in Go now. I really like doing that. Yeah, and use that. So, concurrency. Ooh, 3 concurrent Go routines. So, make increment that. Is receive. Okay, that is some stuff. Further. All right, so that is the end. So this actually has server. So get p.get. Okay. All right, cool stuff. Yeah. So I think that will probably be the end. So I will actually. I'm just gonna. So this is just sort of my mess around. I actually have projects Go. Yeah, just mess around and go stuff. But I will push it up here if you want to. Let's see. What do I have to? I need to do this one actually. There we go. Yeah. If you want to look at the stuff that I've been doing, then you can go here to this link and then check it out. It's actually still going, so that's why it didn't work. There we go. And now it looks like it works. There we go. Yeah, so it also has the index.html, and I forgot to dang. I always forget that. Get ignore, and I was ignore main. There we go. Get that done. Get ignore, there we go, and I'll post that now, and that won't be there anymore. I always forget about that. Yeah, so you want to just look at the stuff that I did today. It's nothing too interesting. So I'm going to continue to be working with it a bit off stream, and the next stream probably will be building a Twitch bot, or at least starting on one. So yeah, I'm going to do some research into that and see what we can do.